Holy shit, I've been muted this whole time. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream, folks. Um, Today, a little impromptu. Oh wait, no, hold on, fuck. Shit. I'm not. Okay, listen. I'm here. I'm gonna start the recording for the mega feed version. And then I'm gonna start talking, and I'm not gonna be a fucking yitz, and I'm actually gonna speak. So, I'm gonna start. Oh, this is the wrong channel. I'm gonna start the bots. It'll be fine. We'll get the bots in here. Then we gotta do Gyark first. Let me do these. Because ideally the Craig recording will work, and I want that to be at least silence as possible, you know? Gyark. And
Now recording.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Riely Live Movie Review Podcast, the show where I review movies live. It's a little bit of a different show tonight, folks, because I am not joined by any particular guest to discuss this film. It's a little bit experimental. I haven't done, a solo podcast in a while, so I thought it might be interesting to go ahead and give it a shot to talk about this particular film. Because I had some thoughts about it. I've heard a lot about this movie. I just watched it for the first time last night. Now I'm here to talk about it. This might be a solo episode. It might not be, because I am in the open stream call, meaning that anyone watching at any point can hop in and start discussing this film with me. But here at the beginning, I am all by myself. So let's talk a little bit about Borat Rated R. So I watched this movie last night for the first time. Magical experience. I was looking for something to watch. It was like 2 a.m. I was half asleep. I was like, alright, I want something funny to watch before I go to bed. So I was looking through Hulu, and that did me right last time, because 2 nights ago, I looked through Hulu for a random comedy movie, and I found Juno, which we're going to discuss Saturday on this show. And I have some thoughts about that movie. But this last night in particular, I went ahead and I went with Borat, because I've heard legends about this film. This film is widely known among the sort of comedic communities that I find myself running with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Borat was something that I'd heard of, and then I definitely wanted to give a shot. So I was looking for something funny to watch, and I figured, fuck it, and I turned on Borat. And I didn't think I'd love it as much as I did. I went into it kind of cynical. I made a joke on Twitter. I said, "Oh, I'm watching Borat. I bet I'm not gonna like it as much as Juno." And we'll get into my thoughts on Juno on Saturday. But as for Borat, so I turned it on, and it starts with Borat. He's giving a tour of his village in Kazakhstan. Which, by the way, the plot summary of this movie, I forgot that we do that. So the little 1 paragraph plot summary is that this guy, his name's Borat. He lives in Kazakhstan, and he's a news network caster, and they send him to do a report on America. So he goes to New York City with his assistant or whatever, and it all goes crazy when Borat runs into Baywatch on the television and falls in love with Pamela Anderson. So he reroutes their whole trip, and decides they're going to go on a road trip across America from New York to California. He tells his partner it's so that they can cover, all of the country. But in reality, it's just so that he can go bang Pamela Anderson. So that's the plot of the movie. It starts with Borat in Kazakhstan, talking about his life. And you see, again, I went into this movie not knowing what to expect, what level of humor might be present in this particular case. And then not even within 5 minutes, within 3 minutes, within 3 minutes. Oh shit, did this not tweet out? This is supposed to tweet out, shit. Wrong try again, what the fuck is he? Oh, okay. I'm getting distracted by Twitter. Okay. So it starts with Borat in Kazakhstan, and within the first 3 minutes, he makes out with his sister, and the way it's presented, this might be the most I've ever laughed out loud at a film. So he runs into this woman. He makes out with this woman, and I assume it's gonna be like his wife or something. He like passionately makes out with her for a second, and then he says, "This is my sister," and I couldn't. It was beautiful. This whole film was just full of so much beautiful comedy. They get so much mileage out of Borat being this fish out of water who doesn't understand America and having all of these like crazy like cultural differences where like in Kazakhstan they own women and like they can talk about their prostitute sisters all they want. There's a whole lot of really good comedy in Borat. I enjoyed this movie very much. I was I was very entertained by Borat. Am I live, by the way? I hope I am. I haven't had anybody pop in yet, so I just want to make sure that the stream is running and such. Um, Give me just a second. Let me check that. These are the kinks you have to work out in a live show, folks. I gotta check it out. See if everything is working. So just a moment. Alright, it's working. So, yeah, it starts with him in Kazakhstan. He's introducing his village. He makes out with his sister in the first 3 minutes of the movie and talks about how she won a reward for being the best prostitute. And they're all very proud of her for this achievement. That's how I knew I was in for something special as I continued to watch Borat. And this movie just consistently impressed me with its comedy. Like, it might be the funniest movie I've ever seen just based on comedy alone. Because, there's like comedy and there's plot and there's, fuck you, Jason. There's comedy and there's plot, and the two coalesce in good ways in certain films. And I don't know if Borat quite does that for me, but in terms of just raw giggles, Borat may hold the crown. There's so much good content in Borat. I don't know, man. I guess that it's hard to talk about because there's just so many good scenes. Uh, I'm trying to even remember the sequence. It's hard to remember the sequence of scenes. There's just so much good shit. Like so many different like bits that are very very high quality. I had a lot of giggles and laughs in enjoying this film. Borat is a very fun main character to follow, played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Uh, I and his fat friend was very funny. Uh, how did I end up on fucking Sacha Baron Cohen? I'm trying to like pull up the Wikipedia article so I can kind of remember the sequence of events, and I can kind of go over the movie scene by scene. But I somehow ended up looking at Sacha Baron Cohen instead of the movie Borat. It's because my touchscreen is fucked up. Jason is in chat saying he hopes nobody calls in. Funny, funny. Jason, have you seen this film before? Do you have any particular favorite scenes you want to mention there in the chat? If you're still around. Cringe. Fuck you, Jack. Piece of shit. People in my chat being cynical. How dare you? But yeah. So throughout this movie, he goes on his little. I will play Fun Fortnite soon, Jack. We can play it together. Have you ever seen Borat? Is the question. We're talking about Borat on this stream. So he gets to New York City. where he gets to his hotel. There's a funny little scene. He's on the subway actually, uh, going to. The guy looks like the guy from Andre's show. Is Sasha Baron Cohen on the Eric Andre show? I don't know. I've never seen the Eric Andre show, but there's a funny scene when they're like on the subway going to the hotel or whatever, and Borat has a chicken in his suitcase, and like he's running around the subway. He's trying to greet people, and like in Kazakhstan, you like kiss people to greet them. So Borat's going around the train trying to kiss everybody, and all these New York tough guys are getting upset with him. And then he opens his suitcase and there's a fucking chicken in there, and the chicken starts running wild on the subway, and it's that scene is just masterfully crafted. It was so beautiful, and, that happens. Then they go to the hotel. There's a fun joke where Borat thinks the elevator is the hotel room. That was pretty funny. And so they go to their hotel, and that's when Borat sees. After he doesn't know how to use the TV originally, he's just like watching like the advertisement channel or whatever, and then they finally show him how to change the channel, and that's when he discovers Baywatch. And he falls in love with Pamela Anderson, and that's what sort of inspires him to go on the road trip to California to find Pamela Anderson, and he convinces his partner, Azamat is his name. He convinces his partner Azamat to go on this road trip with him so they can shoot a documentary about like multiple places in America instead of just New York. So he goes to purchase a car, and they show him like these cool cars. There's I guess Azamat told him he needed a car that was going to be a pussy magnet, and he thought that a pussy magnet was a real thing. So he kept asking the car dealer to install a pussy magnet into the car, when he's told that the car does not have a pussy magnet in it because that's not a real term. And eventually it's funny because he does not have the money for a real car, so he ends up buying like a used ice cream truck. And him and his partner set off to California in this used ice cream truck. And throughout this journey, he learns of things. Before he goes to California, the first MEPR movie in how it was almost kin. I've talked about the first MEPR movie on another show though. But if you want to talk about Turbo or the 2017 one, by all means. But the original Mighty Morphin movie, I talked about in my other movie show already. I don't know if I want to revisit that so soon at the very least. So I'd rather do like Turbo or 2017. But so how he learns that Pamela Anderson lives in California is he does a interview with a group of feminists. And the joke is in Kazakhstan, like women are property and they aren't allowed to be educated and things like that. So he's interviewing these feminists, and he's like mocking their whole movement. Like he laughs at them, and eventually he like just gets too fucked up, and the feminists just like leave the meeting. That was pretty good. That was pretty funny. And he asked them about the character in Baywatch, C.J. Miller, or C.J. Parker, or whatever. T.J. Miller is an actor, very different. C.J. Parker is the character in Baywatch, and that's how he learns her real name is Pamela Anderson, and she lives in California. And that's what inspires him to go on this road trip. And the reason, I forgot about this joke too, the reason they have to drive there in the ice cream truck is because Azamat refuses to fly. Because he doesn't want to be involved in another 9/11 attack, which he says the Jews caused, which, to be clear, Twitch terms of service, I'm not saying that. The movie Borat said that. Because Kazakhstan does not like the Jews. That's another custom difference in Kazakhstan. This movie, it's so good. It's so good. So, as he's traveling across America, there's like different sketches. He meets different groups of people. He goes to a gay pride parade. And he doesn't realize the people are gay, so he like takes them back to his apartment, and they like have a party, and he like lets them wash him in the shower because he thinks that's just like normal like party etiquette. And then eventually he gets like raped with a dildo or something, and he's like talking about it with a politician. He's interviewing a politician, and he's telling him about this experience he had with the gay pride people, and he's like so shocked to hear that they might be homosexual. These men that he hung out with in his hotel room after the gay pride parade. This movie's very. I think you would enjoy this movie, Jack. If you're still here, you might want to check it out. It's very good. There's a scene where he meets some African American teenagers, and he asks them to like teach him to talk like them and how to like act like them. And then after that scene, he tries to get into a hotel, and he's doing like his impression of the black teens, like he's saying like homie. He's calling the the hotel guy Vanilla Face. He's calling himself black, and he's like doing this whole routine. He says it's soft A, but he does say the N word. And yeah, he gets escorted out of that hotel. And then he has to go to a bed and breakfast, and the bed and breakfast is run by Jews. and him and Azamat think they're gonna be murdered by these Jews. Oh God. I'm just like going on a tirade about this movie, and I knew that's what I would do, which is why I really wanted to do this stream. Maybe somebody will join the call and it'll turn into a real discussion, but for now I'm just like freaking out about how funny this movie was and how many great scenes there were. So he goes to a rodeo and he gives a speech about how terrorism is bad and how Kazakhstan supports the war on terror, and says something like he wants George Bush to drink the blood of the Iraqi people. And the whole rodeo gets so excited and they're all cheering. But then Borat says he's gonna sing the Kazakhstan national anthem to the tune of the United States national anthem, and he sings to the tune of Star Spangled Banner, and the song is about how like, oh, Kazakhstan is the best. Every other country is run by stupid little girls. So of course the rodeo people don't take kindly to that. There's before the performance at the rodeo, he's talking to one of the rodeo guys, and he's still talking about his experience with the gay pride parade people, and he says that in Kazakhstan homosexuals get hung, and the like super conservative Southern American guy is like, that's what we're trying to get done here, brother, and then Borat's like, high five. Oh God, I know why people love this movie now. I had heard so much about it, but I'd never really heard what was in the movie. The most I've ever heard about Borat is I listened to a review podcast about the second movie. I listened to Monkey Jones's Is It Keto episode about Borat 2, just because I listened to Is It Keto's without seeing the movie, just because I want to listen to Monkey podcasts. And it is a very based movie. I think you would really enjoy this one, Jack. I probably should have just like tried to convince you to watch it and do an episode with me, but I really just wanted to go on Twitch and rant about how funny Borat is as soon as possible. So yeah, they escape from the Jews at the bed and breakfast. Borat tries to buy a gun, but they won't sell it to him because he's not American. So he's like, we gotta find a place for protection, another way to protect ourselves. And he goes to an exotic animal salesman who sells them a fucking black bear. And now they're in this little used ice cream truck with their black bear, and there's a point where they accidentally turn the ice cream song on, and a bunch of kids run up to the truck, and they get scared by the bear. Should watch the Postal movie. Yeah, Joe Exotic's place. What is the Postal movie, Jack? Please enlighten me. Too busy with work shit to watch Borat. Fuck you. I thought our friendship was deeper than that. I thought you would make time to watch Borat to talk to me on a podcast about it. Uh, but then there's the scene where an etiquette coach teaches Borat how to have a fancy dinner in the United States, but obviously Borat is just not it's not working. Like he's making mean jokes about one of the old ladies at the table, and it's just like it's just getting slowly and slowly more awkward. And then Borat leaves the room to take a shit, and one of the ladies is just like, nah, the cultural differences are really fascinating. Uh, I think he could be Americanized before long, and then I think Borat tries to give her a bag of his shit or something. Uh, and she obviously gets slowly and slowly over Borat's shit. And then Borat calls a like large African American prostitute to join them at dinner, and then him and her get kicked out, and they threaten to call the police at that point. They're over Borat. So he just goes and has this like nice fun pure night out with this nice young lady, and then he declines to actually make use of her services because he's too in love with Pamela Anderson. Which, by the way, the whole conceit of this movie, there's a funny part I forgot to mention where Borat has a like fat bitch wife at the beginning of the movie, and then while he's in the hotel room, he gets news that his wife died. So he's like, yeah, now I can go find a woman in America. He like high fives the guy who tells him that his wife is dead. God, this movie is just so brilliant in so many ways. There's a scene where Borat goes into an antique shop and then just like falls over like 12 times in like such a comical way, and like breaks like a shit ton of glass antiques at this like it's like a Confederate antique shop, like a very southern antique shop that's selling like Confederate flags and shit, and like Confederate china. And he just like breaks a shit ton of it. And they can barely pay back the guy. I think he just kind of gives up on getting all the money. They give him like $200. They try to offer him bags of pubic hair, and he says no. And it's funny because the partner is like, "Did you try offering him the pubic hair?" And Borat's like, "Yes, I did. He didn't want it." It's really good. Oh God, there's an N word. The clip you sent me has the N word in it. That's how I know this postal movie is gonna be good. But yeah, and then he catches Azamat masturbating to a Baywatch like picture magazine, and they start fighting because Borat says he's in love with Pamela Anderson, and that's why he wants to come to California, and Azamat is very angry because Borat lied to him about why he wanted to go to California, and they're just completely fucking naked, and just totally completely naked, this big fat guy, and they just like start wrestling, and it's really fucking gross. And I think you do see like the guy, they try their best to censor the dicks. I think some of it slips through, and you definitely see the fat guy's balls. And they're just wrestling. There's a point where like they leave their hotel room and they go down the elevator. They're in a crowded elevator, completely naked, and then they run in on like a political speech that's being held in like the hotel lobby or like hotel, like area where they can do shit. They're doing like a political show, and there's a bunch of people there, and Borat and Azamat just run in ass naked, wrestling each other. And Azamat like steals Borat's money and the bear and his passport. So Borat is just sad and alone, still trying his best to find Pamela Anderson, and eventually his garbage truck breaks down and he can't afford gas. So he gets picked up by a bunch of college bros, a bunch of like crazy like white boy college bros, and no, it's not boring. It's great. Jack, this movie's not boring. It's consistently very funny. He gets picked up by college bros, and the college bros are all like drinking and talking to him and just having a good time with fucking Borat. And then they show him Pamela Anderson's sex tape. Yes, Baz, what's up? Thank you for following, by the way, Baz. Yes, I am fat. Thank you. Thank you, Baz. But yeah, the college bros show him Pamela Anderson's sex tape, and Borat is distraught uh, that Pamela Anderson is not a virgin, and he can never forgive her for this sin. But then he comes across a church, and they teach him about Jesus, and he thinks Jesus is just like a guy, and he's like, "Oh yes, but the friends of Mr. Jesus, they told me to forgive her, and I had to, and I." Hey, don't compare me to fucking Boogie. Boogie's a cuck. He backed out of the Biggest Problem reboot. You can't compare me to. At least compare me to a fat guy that's less pathetic. Compare me to Nick Ocado. That's better than fucking Boogie. But so yeah, Borat. Uh, he had with the power of Jesus on his side, he decides he's gonna forgive Pamela Anderson, and he also runs back into Azamat, who he also forgives. No, because the Nikocado Avocado didn't agree to do the Biggest Problem in the Universe reboot with Dick Masterson and then back out like a soy boy cuck. So Nikocado wins in that regard because he didn't do that. The Baz, what do you think's gonna happen if I play Elden Ring? How do you think that's gonna play out? Baz in my chat telling me to play fucking Elden Ring. You know how shit I am at video games. I would just get stuck on the first boss and then I'd turn it off and never play it again. I'm not spending $60 on Elden Ring. Fuck you, Baz. I can't. I breathe loud. That's an unfortunate side effects of being fat. So shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Anyway. So yeah, Borat decides to forgive Pamela Anderson, and he decides to. Okay, that's acceptable. The spawn of Farkas Bulkmeyer from Power Rangers is very acceptable. But yeah. So Borat decides to forgive Pamela Anderson, and he forgives Azamat, who rejoins him on his journey, and they finally come across Pamela Anderson at a book signing. No, don't use the gun. Baz is allowed to be a cunt, it's who he is. But, so Borat comes across Pamela Anderson at a book signing, and... Shut the fuck up, Baz. Saying it just sounds like I came back from a run. Fuck off. Fuck the little fucking Velcro head British cuck. Probably never even seen the movie Borat. What are you even doing here? So, yeah, so you have seen Borat. Then get in the call, cuck. Come talk about Borat with me. The call is open, bro. You're in my Discord server. Come talk to me about Borat. Who are you playing Elden Ring with? Who's an absolute Chad? Uh, then fucking play Elden Ring with your Chad. How are you doing that and watching a Twitch stream at the same time? I feel like I couldn't focus on anything but Elden Ring if I tried to play Elden Ring.
Can you stop breathing so fucking loudly, bro? Oh my god. It literally sounds like I'm in a hurricane. Like, what the fuck?
Baz, it's
Can you
not my
shut
fault.
the fuck up? It is your fault. It's your fault you're fat. This is the reason you're in this situation. It is your fault you're breathing so loudly, bro. Don't even cap. Also, Borat funny movie. I'm playing with Dylan. He's an absolute Chad. Suck my cock. Have a good day.
You too, Baz. At least he agrees that Borat is a funny movie. At least he's not stupid in that regard. Playing Elden Ring with the sugar daddy. Baz's a little too young to have a sugar daddy, I think. But anyway, so Borat finds Pamela Anderson at a book signing, and he says he's going to have a traditional Kazakhstan wedding with her, which entails trying to kidnap her in a sack. And of course, she freaks the fuck out, and Borat gets his shit kicked in by a bunch of the Pamela Anderson fans in line, and he gives up his pursuit of Pamela Anderson. And the end of the movie, at the end of the fucking movie, he decides he's going to get with that African American prostitute who he invited to dinner and had a great night with earlier. He decides she's gonna be his new wife, and he goes back to Kazakhstan with Azamat, and we get a new little tour of Kazakhstan where we learn that Borat, he learned some things while he was in America. He said they're not gonna do the running of the Jew anymore, which is a joke from the movie I forgot to mention, where at the beginning Borat is like commentating this like event where they have like two people dressed up as monsters and they're supposed to be Jews. He says they're not gonna do the running into Jew anymore because it's too cruel, and now they're practicing Christianity, and then it just cuts to them like reenacting the crucifixion of Christ, and they're like stabbing at a guy with a pitchfork, and Borat goes back to his house. He introduces his new wife, and now he has like a flat screen TV, and life's good. Life is good for Borat. Kazakhstan has been improved for Borat's trip, and the movie ends with a real rendition of the Kazakhstan national anthem as written in this movie, and that's it. That's Borat. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie. I guess to Samurai Cyber Squad, because that show is a wild ride. I'll have to check that out. It's weird that Saban made that. I'd never heard of that before. But to do Superhuman Samurai, that sounds like a terrible show. I don't know. And I just want to say, by the way, before I wrap up Borat, I probably didn't even describe half of the funniest scenes because I'm out of my element and I'm talking alone without much to go off of. But this movie is a high-quality product. So to go into my wrap-up questions. So, favorite character. Gotta give it to Borat. Usually in a lot of these movies, I will glom onto a character that's not the main character. I will glom onto somebody on the supporting cast that I really vibed with. Honorable mention to Azamat, the sidekick character. He was really good, but I gotta give it to Borat. Borat is the best character. Borat has so many good lines, so many good bits. Favorite scene. There's so many good scenes in this movie that it is very, very hard to choose. But at the end of the day, I think it might be the rodeo scene, because Borat is talking to all these crazy conservatives and like agreeing with what they have to say about like hanging gay people, and then he sings he does his speech about terrorism and everybody's cheering, but then he sings the Kazakhstan national anthem that calls every other country a bunch of little girls, and then suddenly they don't like him anymore. That was a brilliantly put together scene. Honorable mention to the first 3 minutes where he makes out with his sister. I think that's why I committed to watching that whole movie that night. Is because, oh no, I can't split this one. I gotta get the whole experience. But yeah, I will give it to the rodeo scene at the end of the day. As for my favorite, or not my favorite anything, rating it out of 10 is the final wrap-up question. And I think that I'm gonna give it. It's really hard, right? Because I know I have probably a little bit of recency bias, but I feel like this is genuinely. So I guess this film does not blend comedy and plot into like a cohesive plot. Like I'm not invested in these characters as much as I am in some other movies, such as Juno, which we'll talk about on Saturday. But in terms of just rip-roaring comedy, this movie's really good. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a fucking 9.5. I don't want to give it quite a 10. Like, it wasn't a perfect film, but it was damn well close. So I think that's about it for Borat. I mean, I do kind of want to stretch this podcast out a little bit, so by all means, Jack, if you want to join the chat and talk to me about like some Power Rangers bullshit or whatever, and maybe somebody will join the call and say something about Borat in the meantime, I would be very much open to that. Come talk to me about why I should watch a fucking cyber superhuman samurai cyber squad.
Okay, since you asked so politely.
What's up, Jack?
Okay, so Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. That's 4 S's.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so as you can figure out, Power Rangers was a hit, and people tried copying this shit. And at the time, like Saban had the rights to Metal Heroes, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider. So Dick, seeing how profitable Power Rangers were, they decided to try and take the Ultraman branch of the 4 pillars of Tokusatsu. So they took Ultraman and made Samurai Cyber Squad as a way to try and say fuck off to Saban.
And apparently that didn't turn out very well, huh? Considering I've never heard of it in my entire life.
Not just that, but to put salt into injury, when Dick went bankrupt, Saban bought the thing, and so technically he owns Samurai Cyber Squad
Deke
now.
went bankrupt? I never knew about that.
Yeah, they went bankrupt like in the early 2004.
I love Deke. They made Sonic Underground. That was a great show.
Yeah, they made a lot of great shows.
What else did Deke make? I know they made Sonic Underground. They apparently made Samurai Cyber Superhuman Squad.
They made 4 Super Mario cartoons.
Like they made Super Show? That was Deke?
Yeah, they made
Holy
they made
shit.
Super Show. They made Mario 3, Mario World, and they made some shorts for Mario, like a Sunshine, I think.
Man, you know, I really wish Captain Lou Albano was still alive, because I feel like nobody... If you're not going to cast Charles Martinet as Mario, the only other person you can cast is Captain Lou Albano, and he's dead. So...
not just that, but Captain Lou didn't voice Mario on the Mario World cartoon, so...
I know he didn't. He voiced him in Super Show.
Yeah, but the Super Mario World Mario sounds really good.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who voiced him?
I don't remember. Oh, by the way, I forgot there's a 5th Mario cartoon, technically speaking.
What's the 5th one?
It's made by the same guys that made the Mega Man cartoon. Though technically it's a Donkey Kong cartoon. Like the arcade one.
Oh shit, I didn't know about... I know they made like a CGI Donkey Kong Country show.
Yeah, there's the CGI Donkey Kong Country cartoon, but there's a 2D one based on the arcade made by the Emerald, not the Ruby Spears, the guys that made the Mega Man cartoon.
Oh,
hold on,
shit.
Let me.
Was the Mega Man cartoon any good? I've heard mixed things about that show.
Oh, well, it's not good if you want like to be very faithful to the video games, but it's like really fun.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's really all you need. So
Mega Man's a fucking cocky jerk, but it's so fun to watch. There's so many stupid things on the
Super Fighting Robot Mega Man.
Like Proto Man's voiced by Goku.
Who gets voiced by Goku?
Proto Man.
Oh, what the fuck? Sean Schemmel?
Yeah. Hold on, let me check something. Ruby Spears Donkey Kong. There is some episodes on it on YouTube. Yeah, I found it. No, just like no, it is this thing. Never mind. I'm fucking retarded. Okay, so sending to your DMs now.
Okay, let's take a look at this Donkey Kong Country not Donkey Kong Country, just normal Donkey Kong cartoon. Something about when I say Donkey Kong, my brain just wants to say country. Like I barely ever think about anything Donkey Kong related that is not Donkey Kong Country.
Hold on. Since I'm here, I'm just gonna send you some.
Oh shit! Saturday Supercade. I think I've heard about this.
Yeah, it was Frogger, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Yo, I think I've watched some of this before. This shit was great.
Okay, I found it. I'm also gonna send you the Ultraman. Though technically it's not directly Ultraman because it's a spin-off of Ultraman. It's Gridman, but still
Superhuman
Ultraman.
Samurai Cyber Squad. Look at the fucking main guy with his fucking guitar.
By the way, the protagonist of 4S was supposed to be named Jason Zack, but they didn't do that for obvious reasons.
Was his middle name? His middle name was Thomas.
Yeah,
Jason Thomas Zach.
but obviously they didn't do that. If I'm not
His love
mistaken,
interest is named Kimberly Trini.
Actually, that was a thing.
Oh
That
no!
was meant to be a thing. I'm not even fucking with you.
They really just wanted to dunk on Power Rangers with this show, huh?
Yeah.
I almost want to watch the whole thing now just because I want to see them fucking like take the piss out of Power Rangers in like really stupid ways.
I don't think the episodes are on YouTube, but I think it's abandonware, so I don't think
Oh
we'll get
shit, is it
copyright. But
gone?
well, it's not gone, but it's just abandoned because nobody
Oh no,
wants
I'm
to.
not. I'm not gonna watch it on stream, but I would definitely watch it and then talk about it on a podcast.
Well, maybe. I found one episode. I
Me and
found the first.
me and Demi Gloom are in talks of starting a TV review show where we're gonna do like season by season reviews of TV shows, and we're gonna take turns choosing. And
Uh,
we can force the other person to watch at least one season of any show. We can't say no to season one. We have to be open to trying a new show. We can only say no if it's like season two of a show we've already watched. So
oh fuck! I found the episodes. I found them. Well, not
okay,
all. I
maybe I'll
found
force Demi Gloom, who's like not even a Power Rangers fan, to
I
watch
found four. I found 44
Cyber
episodes
Squad
out
with
of
me.
70. By the way, speaking of episodes, if you think like Power Rangers are stretched out as much as possible out of the Sentai footage, Samurai Cyber Squad made 70 episodes out of a 30 episode show.
That's that's quite interesting. I wonder how they did that.
By reusing multiple villains, of course.
Oh,
So
good.
there's so much reused footage on this shit. It's unreal.
At least it's not. You see, Power Rangers season 2 had the issue where they didn't have enough footage, so they would just like, or no, it wasn't even that they had enough footage. They fucking Toei was late on sending them the monster suits. So for a lot of the season 2 episodes, like they couldn't even actually physically fight the monster because
Yeah.
the Rangers didn't match the Sentai. So they would just like throw in like Sentai stock footage of the monster like shit talking them while they fought putties.
Yeah. That also is kind of a problem on the Dino Fury because that kind of happens on Dino Fury 2 for some reason.
What like the Rangers look the same as they do in the Sentai. Do they not? They
Yeah,
can just
but
use the Sentai footage.
well, yeah, but they also decide to steal some monsters from Tokyuger. Like the main baddie now,
Oh, okay.
it's a villain from Tokyuger. There's some Tokyuger monsters of the week.
So the
It's like
monster's just like, ha ha ha, you can't beat the Dinoborgs or whatever the fuck they were in this show.
Henchman,
What are they?
Henchman,
What is it?
Henchman, like
Henchmen?
Stonehenge, like
Henchmen,
like
okay.
like in
Like
Stonehenge and
Stonehenge.
man,
Henchmen, okay, got it.
Henchman. It's so fucking stupid. I know.
You see, it's funny because they're henchmen and they're called henchmen.
I mean, I'll say this: that the name of the minions on Real Soldier, they were just basically translated to pawns, because Real Soldier was meant to be chess themed.
It was meant to be what?
Chess team. The villains are meant to be chess team.
Chesting?
Chess, like the game
Oh, the
chess,
game chess. Okay.
not chess, not chess. The fucking
I may or may not be completely sober right now.
You would take up. You would
Translating
take
the
up.
Jack accent is a little harder in this state.
Uh,
How
fuck.
else do you think I screamed about Borat for 30 minutes? Do you think I was completely sober for that?
Hold on, hold on. I need to check something because I might have all 70 episodes here.
Oh shit.
I might have found the red all
It'll
other
be funny if
20
that causes an argument with Demigloom, but Demigloom never listens to this, and we get to the TV review show. There are a lot of shows that I
No,
like or shows that I want to see where one season is like 60 episodes long, and we'll see
no,
if I piss off
there's
Demigloom.
there's only 50 episodes here, not 70. Sad.
I feel like all of them have to exist somewhere.
Somewhere, but I don't think I can find anywhere you can watch legally though.
Legally, I don't think that'll be an issue, and by that I mean I would never break the law in any way, even
And by
slightly.
that and by that I mean yo ho ho yo ho ho yo ho ho yo ho ho.
I'm gonna start singing the One Piece rap. Yeah yo yeah yo. I watched Borat legally though, folks. I watched it on Hulu.com.
Speaking of Hulu, like Elliot just spent like 4 hours complaining about Hulu on my DMs yesterday.
What were does he
Like,
do they still go by Elliot or are they Eliana? What are they now?
uh, doesn't really matter according to him.
Oh, okay, so I guess I'll keep saying Elliot because I'm used to it if it doesn't matter. So yeah,
I either I either call him Elliot or Adeline. Doesn't matter.
okay, but anyway, what did he have to say about Hulu?
He was just complaining about it being a bad service and how a lot of the shit he wanted to see was exclusive to Hulu.
Hulu is a great service. I found so many great things on Hulu. Fucking My Name Is Earl is on Hulu. That's the best TV show of all time. Fucking Borat is on Hulu. Fucking Juno was on Hulu. Have you ever seen Juno, Jack?
I have no idea what the fuck is Juno.
Are you familiar with the actor Michael Cera?
No.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You've never seen Scott Pilgrim?
No.
Superbad?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it's a movie. Juno is a movie with Michael Cera in it. It also stars.
Hold on, let me Google super bad because it might have a different name on Brazil.
That could be true. This movie also has Elliot Page in the starring role, who was a stunning and brave trans man before
I
he
did
was
watch
a
this
man.
shit. Hold on, I did watch this shit.
Oh, you watched Superbad?
Yeah, just didn't recognize by the
Yeah,
name because the name is different.
Michael Cera is one of the guys from Superbad.
Oh, is it the guy from the fucking meme?
What meme?
I do recognize Michael Cera. He was a fucking gigantic ass meme on Brazil.
Yeah, no, Michael Cera is great. He was in Scott. I feel like you would like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I think anybody who likes like Power Rangers and like weirder superhero shit like that would probably be able to get into Scott Pilgrim.
Like Michael Cera came over on Brazil for a fucking talk show, and he looked like so fucking stupid. You remember that the time that what was his name? Like the guy was the friends with Dick.
Who was friends with Dick?
The guy that fucking started the podcast with Dick.
Maddox?
Yeah, Maddox. Remember that time Maddox went on TV dressed as a king?
I don't know if that was TV. I think that might have been like a convention, but yeah.
No, that was TV. That was TV. I remember that was TV.
Was
like,
it real? Was he dressed as a king on Penn and Teller, or was it a different show?
No, it was a fucking Oprah clone.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't know Maddox did a talk show.
Hold on, let me fucking Google this shit. Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Fuck me, where the fuck is this?
I don't know. Where is it, Jack?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for it. Do I really have to watch all of this fucking an hour long video to find this shit?
But yeah, no, I clicked on Juno because Michael Cera was in it, and also J.K. Simmons. I know you know who that
Oh, I
is.
found it.
Okay,
Okay, let me take a screenshot.
but I know you know J.K. Simmons. That's J. Jonah
Yeah,
Jameson.
okay, found it. It was Maddox was on a TV show to do a promo for "I'm Better Than Your Kids."
I would just replace the Borat image on the stream with this if I wasn't afraid of getting stricken by Maddox. He looks so fucking stupid.
Well, fuck him. This was on fucking public TV.
Hold
Fuck
on,
him.
I'll put it up for just a minute. I'm not gonna. I wish I could just leave it up, but I don't want to get Maddox's goat. But let
Well,
me.
nobody told him to go dress like a fucking dickhead on public access TV.
Fair enough. But let me get that picture and download it so I can show it to the people.
Well, all one people watching, which includes me.
Hey, this archive's gonna go on YouTube. My last review got like 20 views on YouTube, so I
Holy
think
fuck, 20 views?
yeah, bro. The Turning Red review, 20 views, bro.
All 20 views. Are
Listen,
you sure it wasn't just...
all of my videos get like 2 views, so 20 views is a big deal for me.
It's such a big deal that I'm gonna clap once.
Thank you for that, Shaq. Thank you. All right, let me see if I can get this image up. If
Well, you're doing better than my fucking local friend. Did I ever tell you about my friend that's a fucking local?
who's your friend that's a local?
Okay, so
There's Maddox, by the way, everybody.
the screen's black. The screen's full on black though.
so if you're watching on the YouTube version, if you're
Okay,
listening
now
in the
there it
background,
is.
you can look at Maddox.
There it is.
He looks like
There's
such a
the boy.
douchebag.
There's the boy.
All right, enough of Maddox. Let's get Borat back on the screen. This is, of course, the Borat podcast. We've only talked about Borat this entire time.
Hold on, there's a really stupid frame from Cyber Squad. I think it's gonna make a fun thumbnail.
Well, the thumbnail's
where
gonna
is
be
it?
Borat. This is the Borat podcast.
Well, we're talking about other shit right now, so who cares?
Well, I will put this on the stream though, but I'm saying the thumbnail for the YouTube video will be Borat. This is the Borat podcast.
Where the fuck is it? Let me find this. Where is it? Yeah, I think I lost it. Fuck.
Damn it. But yeah, I do want to say this stream is very impromptu, and it's gonna make a liar out of me because
Who the fuck just calling me? Hold on, some dickhead's calling me.
some dickhead is calling Jack, so I can talk shop about the stream here. So I say, I said in Kira's Kingdom, which is gonna come out tomorrow, I'd assume, that I set up a stream time with Mo Diggity to do our top 10 movies of all time as an episode of this podcast. And I said that it was going to be episode 4.
Okay, so never mind. I was gonna make a bit out of this, but the dickhead just decided to turn to just fucking never mind.
Okay, anyway, but let me finish explaining this and then we'll talk about something else.
Okay.
But I had said on Kira's Kingdom that me and Mo Diggity were going to do our top 10 movies of all time, and it was going to be episode 4 of this show. Because we were doing Juno for episode 3, and that's scheduled for Saturday. But I decided today that I really wanted to do this stream where I talk to myself about Borat. So now I've just turned myself into a liar, and then Juno's going to be episode 4, and then episode 5 will be
You're talking
movie
about Borat
movie
for like
top 10.
you're talking about Borat for like 30 minutes and then just talking about everything else for like 20.
Yeah, it's great. This is the great. I'll keep going too. I wouldn't mind this show being more bullshit than Borat. I'm good.
I was gonna make a funny bit out of the fucking dickhead who was calling my phone, but the guy just decided to fucking just leave. I was gonna say like, let's see who the fuck is calling me, and then I was gonna pick it up, and then this guy just left. Fuck it.
And who knows?
Fuck her.
If we stay live, this might turn back into a Borat podcast. podcast. Maybe somebody will join the open call who's actually seen the fucking movie,
Well, let's just wing it for another 30 minutes, and then let's
and then
see what
we'll
happens.
see what happens. Yeah, exactly.
How about we? How about talk about the behind the scenes out of the Power Rangers movie? Because there's a lot of juicy shit to talk about
Sure.
there.
So yeah, let's talk about that because I've talked about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie on my old movie review show a long time ago, which you can go look that up on the Riely podcast mega feed. It was me and Jason actually. We discussed it. That was like the third movie review podcast I ever did, I think, because that was before I got Ian as a co-host, and that was like episode 6. So it had to have been like episode like 3 or 4. But anyway,
Well,
yeah, we've already talked about that
okay.
movie in terms of my opinions, but I never really talked about behind the scenes shit. So I'm interested to hear about
Well,
this.
because there's a lot of like really stupid shit going behind the scenes. Like, I think you already know that Austin St. John, Twittering, and Walter Jones were meant to be on the movie
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
they
last.
wrote the script with before they left, right?
Yeah, they helped wrote this. They did write the script, but they just had to leave. So technically speaking, Saban owes Ivan Ooze to Austin St. John because he made that character.
Wait, they helped write the script?
Yeah, they did have a hand on it because at the time, like the people, the actors were doing other shit other than acting. Like I know Bulk, what was the name of Bulk's actor? Bulk.
um, shit, Paul Schreier.
Yeah, Paul Schrader. He did help direct some episodes.
I know that, and I also know that I don't know if Amy Jo directed any Power Rangers, but I know she directs now. Like she directed an
Yeah,
episode of Superman and Lois, I think.
yeah, Kimberly's actors. Uh, I think that like this movie like it was hell to develop. There were so many setbacks, so many budget wastes. Like the movie was meant to be like an hour longer than what we got. It was like meant to be a 2 hour movie, and it actually wasn't made to use the same plot from the Ninja Quest. It was meant to be something else entirely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They like started the script, I guess, with a completely different thing in mind. Like I bet they didn't even know they were gonna use Kaku Ranger
Yeah,
when
they
they
were going
first
to.
wrote the
They
script.
were still. It was going to be a standalone movie. Like they were going to still use the Thunder Zords and all. But then when Austin St. John left, and for some reason they just decided to redo the whole script while keeping some shit. Like they did keep Ivan Hughes, obviously. I recall they were going to meant to be used the Dragon Zord and the White Tiger Zord on the movie, but because of budget reasons and because of the script change, that they couldn't. So they got
They were gonna
another
use the
version.
Dragon Zord in the movie?
Yeah,
How were
they
they
were
gonna
going
pull
to use
that
the
off?
dragon the same way they did it for the others on CGI. You fucking dickhead.
No, but I meant like in plot wise.
Well, the Tiger Sword, the Dragon Sword wasn't destroyed though. It
I
just lay
suppose you're
dormant.
right, but nobody can summon it. They don't have the flute.
I mean, like the Tommy clone didn't die and he went back in time, so the
They go
the
back
dagger
for
still
the.
exists. Well, the dagger still exists because it could have been like an heirloom of sorts for Tommy. Like later on, they found like a fucking stupid time arc or something, and then they find the dragon dagger.
Okay. They were gonna go back to the past. Tom was gonna be in the Power Rangers movie. Fucking Tom, the clone Green Ranger.
They were going to get the AVGN to star in the movie.
They were gonna get
These girls,
Linkara.
that's how they go back in time. They get the AVGN. He's gonna take them back to the past.
It turns into fucking one of those guy with the glasses reunion movies. Fucking Linkara's there, nostalgia critic, Angry Joe.
Linkara is just running in place.
I want to see this version of the MMPR movie. It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team up with that guy with the glasses, Channel Awesome people.
I mean, James wasn't part of that. The guy with the glasses.
Yeah, but he like collaborated with them a lot. He was in. I think he was in one of the collab movies.
I recall one thing that the then director of the movie wanted to do was like have a way to show the actors' faces while they're still on suits. So they had the thing like they were going to make open helmets, like in Ninja Storm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that thing also happened on the 2016 movie. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you're right. I suppose it did. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Also,
Should,
the
should we talk about that on this show? I haven't watched that movie in years. It'd be interesting to revisit.
I have little else to talk. I have very little to talk about the 2016 movie because it's just so fucking boring. Like,
I think I can steer a cut. I'll watch the movie and I'll hit you up. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do
I
that.
mean, the 2016 movie is just the day of the dumpster with worse acting, worse plot, and like no personality and ugly as fuck designs.
You know, I do. So that brings up a good question. What do you really want to watch on this show? Because I definitely want to get you as like a primary guest at some point.
To
What's a movie that you want to watch for this show?
to be honest, there's very little I'm actively watching because most of the shit I'm watching is just because of the server. Because I need to finish watching Zero Two, Zero One. I need to finish watching Saber.
I'm talking about just like one the feature length film that you would pick.
Do you want to watch the Kamen Rider Saber versus Zenkaiser? Because that thing actually has like a Super Sentai version of Forever Red.
You know what? I haven't seen like an almost no Kamen Rider, and I've seen barely any Sentai. But I'm down for that. So we'll talk about this like tokusatsu bullshit on this show very soon.
I mean, I think you'll like it because there's like a lot of references for Power Rangers, like
Go.
especially
I'm never
references.
gonna remember this, so just write the name of the movie in my DMs so that I'll look back at it and be like, oh yeah, I have to watch that for this
Uh,
podcast. Which I just want to say also, another thing about the podcast. I kept promising that I'm gonna review the Batman. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I considered buying a movie subscription because I'm not just gonna go buy a ticket to the Bat. I'm not spending $12 on the Batman. But what I was gonna renew my subscription. There's a subscription in my movie theater where you could pay $19 a month and see unlimited movies. But when you sign up for it, you have to commit to at least 3 months, and I couldn't really add up my financials in a way where that was gonna make sense. So I did not buy that subscription this week, and I think the the fuel on the Batman is worn off. So I think if we ever talk about it on the show, it'll be once it comes to HBO Max.
Speaking of Zenkaiser, did I ever tell about the time they summoned the Rangers that died on the show?
No.
Like they use a gear and they summoned all the Rangers that die on the show. Like they summoned the Key Ranger, the Yellow Bioman, another case, and they just show up and die again. Like they did exactly the thing that made they get killed. It's like,
Don't they all die in Gokaiger?
no,
I thought
they
like all the
sacrificed.
past Sentais die in Gokaiger.
No, in the finale of Ghost Sager, they just sacrifice their powers for to stop the fucking villains. That's why they show up on but they don't transform on Gokaiger. Hold on, where is it? Okay, found it. I'm gonna send you to your DMs now.
Okay.
So there's the Key Ranger with the fucking blade on his chest.
Let me get
There's
this image on stream. This is a good image.
there's Key Ranger getting the blade on his chest. There's Bio 4 exploding,
Oh,
and then
it's
there's
replaying all the Sentai.
yeah, they're redoing the deaths. There's Battle Cossack not transforming and dying. Like
Yeah,
you can
Battle
see
Kozak. Do they have the Black Jet Man in here? They should get him and to die with a cigarette in his mouth.
yeah, I don't remember, but you can see the Battle Cossack
I
suit
think
on the
that isn't that
floor.
what happened? Have you seen Gem Man? Doesn't Black Condor die with a cigarette in his mouth?
I don't remember. I never watched Jetman, so I don't know.
I'm gonna make Demi Gloom watch fucking Super Sentai on our TV review show. All right, let me get this image up here. This is amusing. For anybody who's seen Sentai, especially, you know the the references.
There's so many references on Zenkai that it actually just scares me. They do so many references that just wow. Like for example, there's one time that Zox
Never
he
mind.
uses
I
the
can't get the picture up. I'm not dealing with this shit. Borat's coming back. Where's Borat? Borat. Nope, that's Maddox. There's Borat. Okay. Was there any other shit with the MMPR movie you wanted to mention? You seemed like you had a lot. Besides Austin St. John inventing Ivan Ooze, apparently.
I mean, there's not a lot I could say, but other than Ninja was meant to be on it, not the bitch. I forgot the name.
Dulcia.
Yeah, whatever her face is. Ninja was supposed to be on the movie, not her. But they didn't have the budget to make Ninja's suit.
Fair enough. He was it's too powerful.
The Turbo movie, I don't have much to talk about other than it was meant to have a Beetleborgs crossover between Turbo and Beetleborgs.
Well, the
But
point
they
of the
didn't.
show is that we review the movie. We just talk about, we watch the movie and then we talk about what was in the movie and our opinions on it. It's a
I mean,
review
I have
show.
I mean, I don't have any opinions on the Mighty Morphin movie because it's like
How do you
it's
not have
just
opinions? Everybody has opinion. Your opinion could be that it's good. You just have to talk about why it's good.
But the thing is, like, okay, so it left no taste in my mouth. I don't know what to say. It happened.
Oh
The fucking CGI
no!
was terrible, but it happened. I don't know what to say. Also, technically speaking, the movie is where the Tengas came from.
Oh yeah. That's right. Because they weren't Sentai.
Yeah, the Kaku Ranger villains were the ghosts. They didn't have the Tengas.
All right. Well, we are starting to have connection issues with Twitch, and we now have successfully talked more bullshit than Borat. So, and any closing conversations you want to have before we call it good here?
Well, the title of this podcast was a lie.
Yes,
That's all I have to
and
say.
I'm keeping it too. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube and on the Mega Feed as the Riely Vive Movie Review Podcast, Episode 3, Borat.
Featuring a bunch of nonsense after we talk about Borat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the description. Yeah, I talk about Borat for like 30 minutes, and then I'm joined by Jack to talk about like random Toku garbage for the rest of the show.
When the fuck are we doing another Juice Bar podcast though?
Well, soon we gotta talk about that. I was kind of I joined a Toku YouTube channel, so I was like, I don't know if I want to do Juice Bar if I'm gonna do this other podcast, but it seems like they're not doing anything, and they really aren't making any moves. So I think fuck them. Like I'll still do their channel and I'll still do their podcast if it
Wait,
comes
hold on.
around. But in the
Hold on, Riley.
meantime,
Riley, hold on a second. Why
yes.
the fuck did you join another Toku group when you already have one Toku group that's fairly active?
No. Well, first of all, I'm in multiple Toku Discord servers. Second of all, this is with that other group of friends. You know them. Half of them left our server. It's Metal and Izzy and those people.
I only know Metal.
Yeah. Well, Izzy was there for a while. She played like Scott's girlfriend, and then she left.
Oh, that
Yeah.
girl. Okay.
And
She's still on the server, actually.
she did what?
She's still on the server.
Oh, is she? I thought she left.
I recall seeing her. Hold on, let me check the.
I think Adam's still in the server. He's also in this group.
Let me check the people on the server. No, she's not here anymore.
Is Certified Pirate there?
No.
Okay.
There's no certified anybody.
Oh, unfortunate. Oh, I guess Jason isn't certified anymore. He's God Nerd now. He was certified something for a time, I think, because that was
Yeah,
like,
he
the
was
meme.
certified dumbass. That I remember.
Yeah, that was the meme in that group. But yeah, I was supposed to be starting a podcast with those folks, but I don't know what they're up to. So I'm down. I'm down to get the juice bar back together. We gotta set that up at some point.
I think Alec might be interested on the juice bar, considering how many times he just bitches me to join VCs, so we can talk about random shit like bitching at Hulu.
Yeah, but Elliot's mic is like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Mostly because he can only do VCs when he's driving, so
Yeah,
can't do
so maybe
VCs
not
at
the
home.
best fit for like a podcast that we're releasing on audio mediums for people to listen to.
I mean, your audio is already terrible, so
Hey, fuck you.
you, dude, I lost count at how many times that you just glitched up and I couldn't understand shit.
Well, that's not the case in the live stream, baby, because it's capturing my live microphone. No connection involved. It's just for Discord, which is usually how I record my podcasts, and also how it's going to be reviewed on the mega feed. Also, I don't even know if we've been live this whole time. I'm getting like notifications
We're still live. We're still live. I'm seeing on the Twitch.
but you don't have the audio on, so it might just be like frozen.
You want to talk about Wordgar fighting Omni-Man?
No, because the stream is starting to break and we have to end this podcast. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Borat review. We will see you. I'll see you.
All 30 minutes of Borat.
We're doing a big. It's gonna be a big movie review next couple days, folks, because we're doing on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have Random Candor back on the show, and we're gonna have Insight Zoidberg for the first time, and we're gonna be discussing the 2007 film Juno, which I have a lot of feelings on. And then Sunday at noon Eastern, I'm gonna have Mo Diggity on the show, and we're gonna be discussing our top 10 movies of all time. And my list is gonna be the most generic bullshit, and everybody's gonna be mad at me. So that's gonna be a good time.
Well, if Doom,
there's gonna be three Marvel. There's gonna be at least 3 Marvel movies on this list.
I mean, if the movie Doom with Dwayne the Cock Johnson isn't there, I'm gonna be mad.
I've never seen that movie.
But even know that The Rock did a Doom movie.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the game Doom. He did that movie.
All right, folks, we're gonna end the stream and end the recording. We'll see you next time. We'll see you.
The Rock is on The Rock is on Fortnite, and he's also Doom guy.
Oh no! All right, I'll see you on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Juno. See you next time, folks.
Wait, what the fuck is this?